Hi to everyone, and welcome to this talk about NX Graph. So today on stage with me there are two friends. Please a round of applause for Carbo and Nara. Okay, Carbo and Nara work for a company called Carbonara. And today I speak about an onboarding day and the benefit of using NX Graph in a company. A fun fact, Carbonara company is hiring, and if you want to become part of this special company, you have to answer of 3 questions. The first one, do you add cream in the carbonara? The second one is, do you cut spaghetti with a knife? Or you break spaghetti before cooking? And the last one, do you eat pizza with pineapple? If you answer yes to one of these questions, you are rejected. Okay, but let's start. Okay, in a company, probably the onboarding day is structured in this way. You have a welcome on board, a very short demo of a product, but very short because time is money. And then it's time to see the project. So git clone, and it's time to see the repository. The first impact probably is like this. A bunch of folder, and if you are lucky, with the right name of the boundaries, but it's not obvious, and a lot of code inside of this folder. Okay, now Carbon probably is not very happy, and the mood start go down because there is a lot of folder, but no info about the repository. Nara continue the onboarding, speak about the code base, about the decision made by the team, and after a while, Carbo have a question for Nara and ask, hey, hey Nara, how the modules are in relation one to each other. And the reaction of Nara is this. Probably is the same reaction of a team member that work in a big project, in a big product. Because, let's be honest, know everything in your code base is not very simple, especially if the project grow very, very quickly, or maybe if you are focused on a specific part of the project. So now probably the mood of Carbo is sad. But could our onboarding be better? The answer is yes. But how? Before see how, I have a question for you. What does your mind remember best? Someone try to answer? Don't be shy, answer, raise your hand. Nothing. Yes. Perfect, good. A coffee for the person. Okay, yes, it's true. And image is the right answer. This is the same repository see before, but in this picture, the people can get more info about the code base, because if you can see, there is an end-to-end application, an application, and a lot of boundaries. And you are able to understand the relation between the boundaries. And our mind save this information better than thousands of words. Okay, but how can we build this picture? Because if you have to maintain this picture every time you have to change your code base, is impossible to have this picture. The response of this question is NX. NX is our superhero. NX is a CLI, and you can do a lot of things with NX. It's similar to Angular CLI, but with different feature. And one of the features is build the graph for us. Okay, but which are the benefits of using NF graph? The first one is, goes without saying, visualize the project structure. So we can run the command nx graph, and nx open a tab in a browser, and we can interact with this graph. We can click with the mouse in the arrow to see how the file that creates the relation between the modules, but we can also select a different module and check the path between this module. But NX is also able to do more. The first, another thing is NX is able to understand what is changed in our code base. For instance, in this example, I changed the product library. And NX understands that product library is changed, and e-commerce and e-commerce end-to-end application could be affected by these changes. So we can have an impact with an image, the effect of our changes. So the people in our team are confident about what is affected by the new feature or the bug fix. But the last but not the least, NX use this info to improve the build, the testing, and the lint, and something else if you want. So NX is able to use this information to rebuild only the changes library or application. So you can prevent a waste of time, and you can rebuild or retest only the changes code. Okay, now probably the mood of Carbo is changed. Now he's happy, and he's confident to build the new feature after the first onboarding day. But the benefits are also for Nara and for all the team, because every day the team is confident about the code base, and every day they can check how the project is growing, and you can also compare an old commit with the current head to see how the project is changing. Okay, I think the first introduction about NX for 10 minutes, it's good. But if you want to go deeper with NX, I leave you some takeaways. So there is a good blog post and MWTO account where you can find a lot of articles to see how NX work and also how NX graph work. There is a beautiful YouTube channel where the NX team release a lot of content. And if you want to ask question or respond some question, there is a Slack channel where you can chat with people or answer for some mistake. If you know Angular CLI and you want to move to NX, Lars is writing a book in this moment. And if you want to stay updated with NX, follow Yuri, Jeff Cross, and Victor Savkin on Twitter. Victor and Jeff Cross are the creator of NX. And I'm Luca Del Puppo. I'm a full-stack developer in Flowin. These are my contacts. If you want to chat with me, don't hesitate to write me. I respond as soon as possible. I have a life, I have a girlfriend, and sometimes I have to dedicate some time to her. And that's all. Thank you very much from me and Carbonara.